everybody, and welcome to episode 6, the second to last episode of Archer's Point. I am your horrifying storyteller, Rachel, aka the Peacock Vampire. You can find me on Instagram as the Peacock Vampire. Last we left off, our characters had taken a nice trip to the mall. Oh God, what was the doll's name? I don't even remember. It was the Nazi killing dude.
It wasn't Captain Rogers?
No, it wasn't Captain Rogers. It was like some, I don't remember. You got a doll that kills Nazis, and
he made a good sacrifice. I attempted to rebuild him.
Yes, that's what it was. But aside from the wonderful trip to the mall where you got yet another key, upon returning to the hotel where you all had been staying at, you all received a slip for a checkup at the hospital. And one of you had a very adverse reaction. But some kind of consensus was made, and it seems like everyone's ready to go to the hospital.
I would maybe agree to the term willing. Ready might be strong.
Willing is also a little strong, but we'll get there when we get there.
Coercible.
We've agreed.
We have agreed to go to the hospital.
Begrudgingly? Can I add begrudgingly?
I think so.
You know what? You can. You absolutely can.
Yeah.
And when you wake up the next morning, there is an envelope that had been slipped under your door into the main sitting area.
Not my turn.
Go pick it up.
It's directions on how to get to the hospital.
They're being very helpful.
Oh, that again? Okay.
Really want to make sure that we make our appointment to the hospital.
Make sure we don't get lost on our way to the hospital.
That would just be the worst.
Right?
You know, doctors these days, they're so booked.
Over under on there being an actual doctor there. Not necessarily like a human, but an actual like medical professional there.
A not human medical professional?
Just one in general.
I'm sure in terms of like the ghosts and the voices and the sounds.
I would just like to be very clear that we should really, really define medical professional, because that can mean so many things.
Yeah, that's true. I don't even know what kind of appointment checkup this is supposed to be for. So looks like we have a wide range of options here.
I do not consent to any kind of needle or blood draw or MRI or CAT scan. None. No.
Want to tell them that? Maybe they'll listen. Most likely not.
Mike, who has not been entirely sober since he crawled out of his own jail cell last game in abject terror, chuckles and he says, yeah, okay, but if I see one of those nurses from Silent Hill, I'm shooting my shot.
How many bullets do you have?
Figuratively or literally?
How many bullets do you have?
I think 5.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
Shoot that shot, just that shot.
It was a joke.
I can't tell now.
Yeah, well.
Can anyone else not hear Rachel? Because I cannot hear Rachel.
I'm mouthing.
Oh, okay. Just had to make sure. Sorry.
The storyteller is making fun of Mike.
Okay.
Okay. Thank God. I was really worried.
Has the weird mold, not mold, grown on the ceiling since we sprayed it with stuff? No? Okay. Has it shrunk?
Nope.
Well, I will attribute whatever we did to stopping the growth, because surely that's the reason.
We did nothing.
We sprayed it.
I'm just saying, I would prefer like creepy Silent Hill haunted hospital versus like a normal hospital.
How is that better?
How is that better?
Because it's not a real, like nothing's real.
Silent Hill Hospital, you shoot everything that isn't you. No questions.
Yeah.
Like, you could arguably do that here too.
You could absolutely do that here. Like shoot anything that's not you. Well, not us. Except if it's a double of you, then go ahead and shoot that.
See, this
I'm
is the
pretty
kind
sure
of
I picked up a
confusion why.
crowbar at some point, or some sort of like hitting. I know I had something that I could hit people with.
Yeah.
I think yes, it was some kind of crowbar or metal pipe that you'd gotten at one point. So yes, you have that in your inventory.
I'm still holding it.
Okay.
Just like ready. FYI.
While we're here and before we leave, Rachel, exactly how many rounds are in this firearm?
I think it is 5 because one had been shot.
Okay.
And it was your just like a standard spinning
Revolver.
yeah.
Okay.
And as you all remember, that one bullet was in the forehead of the guy in the pentagram room in the manor.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That was
You want to
totally
bring the
normal.
dynamite?
Hmm?
Do you want to bring the dynamite?
I don't see why not.
I feel like that'd make Emma feel a lot better. Explosives.
Sure. Why not? Hopefully we can hang on to it, because I feel like we might need it more for whenever we have to do the whole end game, but we'll
Do we
see.
plan on summoning the thing?
I feel like regardless of our action, we're going to wind up needing it.
Fair enough.
But I'll bring it.
Cool. Ready to go?
No, but yes.
Mm.
She like downs like half a bottle of vodka. All right, ready.
Jesus. Yeah, you all leave the hotel on your way to the hospital. Again, you are buffeted by walls of impenetrable fog. You do see in the distance through the fog the vague shapes of the buildings that you had come across before, but you don't remember this being the path that you had taken to get them. It's almost like the town itself is shifting and moving to where it needs you to go. And you eventually get to the house of death. I mean, the hospital. Do you go inside?
What
Or
does it look like on the outside?
it looks like it's not a modern hospital. I will tell you that. It is not a modern hospital on the exterior. It looks kind of like a sanatorium almost. You know, brick and concrete on the outside, tall spires, windows that don't look like they can open from any side to prevent escapes.
Are we talking like just for my own visualization? Are we talking like 1950s, like One Flew Over a Cuckoo's Nest, or are we going all the way back to like Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum?
Do you know, oh gosh, what is it? Waverly? I think it's Waverly Asylum. We're talking Waverly.
Okay.
So older. Are you Googling it?
Absolutely.
It's Waverly.
Oh, yeah. Fine. That's a hellscape. Great. I love it.
You're in a horror video game run by something. Like what the fuck did you
great.
expect?
Thanks, I hate it.
Who's going in first?
Mike, looks over at Mallory and just waits to see until she's done with her face journey.
She like pulls out her like little like backpack. It's like a little mini backpack that's not very big. She like fumbles with some pills and like pops some pills, and then kind of just like nods and goes, "I guess we're doing this."
Are you supposed to mix alcohol and pills, Emma?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
But I can't die here, so why not?
I mean,
I think you can.
debatable. Well,
This thing at this point wants me alive, so
But don't like pass out so we have to carry you around.
are you saying that?
No, I'm saying you're mixing alcohol and pills. Don't pass out so we don't have to carry you around.
Do you have any idea the stamina I have?
Okay, so you're practicing this. Gotcha. Sorry, I'm just dying over here.
You're making it so hard for me to keep a straight face.
So do you go inside?
yes.
Yes.
She's not the first one to go in, notably.
Are you taking up the rear?
No.
Or
No,
okay.
she's in the middle.
okay.
Yeah.
So you are
Jordan
in
will
the
do
hub.
rear.
Not the rear.
Jordan has the rear.
Yeah, so you walk into this hospital / sanatorium, and immediately you are hit with the smell of antiseptics and the bitter undertones of that, like, how do I air freshener, like just like old air freshener trying to cover up the smell. And
is it like stagnant?
Yes,
Or does it seem like there's
no
filtration?
ventilation in this place. And there are long corridors that sort of spider leg off of each other. And as you're walking through, you see that these hallways spidering off are actually these long wards that are overflowing with just too many beds for that tight of a space. There's no airflow, and it doesn't look like this place ever had clean water. You can see like mushrooms starting to grow on some of the walls just because it is damp and gross in here. And as you start to walk down the hallway, the smell of antiseptic and bad air freshener starts to become more pungent. And there are hints of metallic undertones to it, almost like you are smelling blood. And even your mouth gets the feel of burnt something. And in the distance, you hear heart beating and breathing. Someone make me a brains roll.
$16.
That was the difficulty I'd set. So
Cool.
Orion, you see off like just a couple feet in front of you a shelf of specimens. The breathing and the heart beating is coming from jars that contained specimens.
I don't know if all of those are dead and preserved.
So if I were a key, I feel like I would be in like a main, like an office, or like taped underneath a keyboard. So like maybe we look for like the medical office.
We can. I feel like it's going to be in an even worse place than that, but we can start there.
In a jar.
Worse. If I were doing this, if I were just following the trend of all this.
I will say all of you notice that there is a sort of directory that lists out different treatment rooms like electroshock therapy and ice baths. You also see the operating stage listed on there. And there is the VIP patient ward, essentially.
I point to the operating theater and go, I would go there. I would pick that for the terrible place.
Do you want to go straight to the terrible place?
I feel like electrotherapy kind of screams awful too. Just, throwing it out there.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
But it likes showing things off, so actually the operating theater might actually be ideal.
Since everything on the menu is terrible, I gotta say that I want to try the terrible that doesn't possibly involve lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do any of this, so y'all can make the choice there. I hate all of this, in case that wasn't clear.
No, we got that.
Yeah. And the first doctor I see, I'm not going to like that. Not even trying to talk to him.
Well, do you want to start with more administration and then work our way up in the terrible?
See, I don't know about admin because remember all the school office?
That's true.
That was just like nightmares in a chipper shredder.
That's true. That's probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
I also forgot to mention the morgue is on there.
I'll point to that and go, well, this could be either the least terrible or the worst or the most terrible, depending. We already know what's in there.
I mean, yeah. And we haven't seen zombies yet. Like, nothing's... Usually they're, like, mannequins or things that are manufactured, not corpses.
Nobody else hear the heartbeats? Because I, hear heartbeats.
And I'll point at the jars and go, yeah, it's because it's coming from there.
And those aren't zombies?
Like parts of them, I guess.
Can we go somewhere? Because this smell is not great.
I will say for cruise directing purposes, so this episode doesn't end immediately, y'all should go to the operating theater.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so after a bunch of discussion, Ryan's like, you know what, let's get the possible worst out of the way first.
Yeah, just go to the whole theatrics. It loves theatrics. Let's go.
Yeah, why not?
Wonderful. Lovely. So you head towards the operating theater. The smell is ever present. And as you get closer to the operating theater, you start to smell another note coming in. Wax. And as you walk into the operating theater, you can see that there is the stage at the very center of it, surrounded by semicircular stands where people would sit and watch the operation taking place. And there is a skylight directly above the operating table. And you see those same swirling clouds that you saw above the mall. And there are candles everywhere. This place is just illuminated by candles of varying heights. Orion, make me another brains roll. Give me another 16. I feel like you would be the best one to be able to identify this.
I once again got exact 16.
Perfect. The candles are made of tallow. Human fat.
Yeah, just closer examination, let's go. This is made out of people.
What?
What's made out of people?
Candles. Like, used to make candles out of things like animal fat, but this is people fat.
Why do you know what that looks like?
I don't want this.
Online.
Why are you so weird?
It's forced to habit.
This is a lot of people.
It is. Which begs the question of where did they come from if this is real?
Emma, at this point, do you think you need to make a sanity roll?
Probably.
Okay, you need to roll under an 88 to be okay.
Okay. I'm rolling a D20 or D.
So you're rolling your
100.
percentile dice. So your
Okay.
double D10 and your D10.
Okay.
Need
I
to
have to find two of those, so give me 1 second.
Okay.
There we go.
Under an 88.
44.
Okay, very nice. This sucks.
Yeah, I don't
But you're
want
not taking psychic damage.
Can we just go? Can we set them on fire?
They're already on fire.
Yeah, they are. If you set them more on fire, they'll probably just smell.
So I will say that the operating table is wooden, which is very sanitary. It is covered with old blood stains, and there is an operating frock that is draped on it. And you can see the pocket. There is something in it.
I don't want to go down there. Fuck it. And she goes down there.
So are you going to reach into the pocket?
First, look around like the frock to make sure like there's nothing crawling on it because old place. And
No, there's nothing crawling on it. But there is dried blood all over it.
Mhm.
There's also dried, maybe it's fat, maybe it's pus.
No. Very carefully, like try not to touch any blood or pus while picking the thing out the pocket.
You get a key to the records room.
I got a key. Oh, it's not the right. This is not the right key.
Nope,
It's
that's the
okay.
right key. We get to go.
It's not the right key.
It's
No,
not
it's
the right key.
It's the right key. It's the right
It,
key.
it has a
It's a key.
different thingy.
It's a key.
It's not going to work like that, Emma.
It has a different thingy on top. This goes to, you said the records room? Records room.
Let it be known that I did say the admin office, which sounds a lot like a records room.
It's close.
She just kind of looks around at the candles and just kind of looks up at the ceiling light thing and the moving clouds. Do we know where the records room is?
We can probably find it in the directory.
Cool.
Yes, it was there. I forgot to mention it because I didn't forget to mention it because you didn't have the key yet.
He's going to rush back up towards the group with the key. And give it the mic. It's yours now. Protect it.
Nope. Keys go to key holder.
This is not the right kind of key.
Not the right key.
I don't care. I want his hands free for the gun.
You know, that's fair, and that means I'm less likely to have to pick things
pockets.
up. So. No, you know what? I'm fine with that. That means I'm less likely to have to touch things, so I'm cool with it.
True.
Yeah,
Okay.
give me the key.
Cool.
Okay, now I have this key, and we'll open up the records room and see something. Probably record of
information
terrible
on our
things.
medical records, because that's how this works.
Probably.
So let's go.
Yeah, why not?
Aside from not the one we wish it was, what is the dealy bopper on top of the key? What is the design that isn't?
There is no design. It's just a boring ho-hum metal key. But there is a tag that says records room.
Just wanted to make sure we weren't missing a clue.
Mm-hmm. Does anyone want to state their medical stuff before we find out what it is publicly? Because pretty sure we're going to.
What?
I had a hernia when I was in like middle school.
Ew.
I mean, that got fixed.
I think they have a cream for that.
They don't.
Oh.
They have surgery for that.
Hernia.
Picked up heavy things.
So we go into the records room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you find the records room on the directory, and then inside the records room there are filing cabinet upon filing cabinet upon filing cabinet of patient records. There are some left out on the table that have a red stamp on the outside that marks the patient as deceased.
So what do you think? Are we on the table, or do you think we're in the files?
I'm going to open one of the files that say deceased and see if it's one of us.
It is not. It is actually of your uncle who had passed a couple years ago.
She snapped it shut.
One of
and
us?
just walks away.
Probably not. She'd be talking some kind of trash if it was.
No, she'd be talking trash if it wasn't. So it probably was.
Mm-mm.
She turns around all sassy. I love how you all think you seem to know exactly what I'm about, but
okay, talk.
We're actually right. Doesn't matter.
Did you leave the file on the table?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so it was something important then.
No, it's nothing important.
Okay, that means something important. Because otherwise you would have just said whatever random name was there.
I don't even remember the name. Don't we have a key to find?
We have a key to find. Do we want to open up all the other files and just get that over with, or leave things to the imagination?
I don't know where we find a key in a records room, but sure.
Well, the key's never really been in a spot where a key's supposed to be. It seems like it's always been in a spot that's going to fuck us up the most.
Arguably.
Yeah.
So
Most likely we're going to find a hint that's going to guide us to another place. So yeah, have to go through all the files.
Why not? And just start walking down.
all right, wait, hold on.
What? What?
We are going as a group.
Okay.
We are not Scooby-Dooing this fucking room.
Fair. Stay within line of sight. Do not just drift off.
I think everybody should hold somebody else's hand. We should definitely utilize the buddy system.
That's going to get in the way of actually looking at stuff.
You have two hands.
I need to open things with two hands. not one hand.
She grabs Mike's hand.
Mm-hmm. Mike does not look particularly surprised. It's all right.
Buddy system.
Just grab onto her hand. Buddy system.
I'll stay in line of sight.
So
That's all you hear from me.
wait, whose hand did Orion grab? Because if Jordan is completely a free agent, that means Orion would have had to have grabbed Emma or Mike's hand.
I didn't even look and just grabbed. We'll call it Mike's hand.
Right.
The system.
You can't touch his hand. He needs it for the gun.
I got two hands.
I'm holding the other hand.
Do you want me to hold your hand?
Fine.
Fine.
Just starts going through stuff.
Switch.
Yeah, so yes, you go through the file cabinets, and all of the files are unkempt, in the sense that there does not seem to be any rhyme or reason to them. The names don't seem to really make sense. They're misspelled, but weirdly phonetically misspelled, almost like someone who hears the name for the first time tried to write it out and had no idea what letters even are. And every single one of them seems to have some kind of stain on it. It's either dirt or coffee or ink smearing or blood stains.
Now, is this kind of like, in my head, I want to call it like laser printed? Is this all just like one surface faux dirty, or is this actually dirty?
Oh, I thought you meant, no, they are actually dirty.
Okay. Because
Yeah,
like sometimes you've seen writing and it looks smeared, but it's like painted on smeared.
Yeah, no, on these, the writing does look printed on, as in like it looks like it should have been hand filled out, but it is printed on, but the stains themselves do look to be genuine.
Okay. Hate that. It's like it's investing more into realism. It's like it got a bigger budget for its second season.
I mean, not really, because it still can't spell for shit. And it's all like fake documentation props just to make it look.
Yeah, but look,
real at
it's
glance.
a real crinkly coffee stain. This is like some Weta Workshop shit right here.
I mean, it likes wet things too, so
That's true.
it's just a wet thing. But at least like these words are legible. They're not
It's a good
smeared.
start.
Well, we haven't found its name yet. Maybe we can find its name.
I mean, is there is there a box named like Unholy Blasphemy or something? Like, what's the?
No.
Maybe it's like Voldemort, where its name has power.
Most likely.
That'd be too easy.
That's why its name is always like digitally smeared.
Maybe that's its name. Digitally smeared.
Sure, we'll call it that until it gives us a better name.
So
That's
Emma,
the name of the prog rock band I'm starting
Nope.
after we get out of this.
No.
Emma, because your number came up on the dice roll, you find a perfectly clean file. It's your file.
It's pretty thick.
Yep.
As an athlete, she's had a lot of injuries. So it's like a pretty thick file.
There's a red stamp on the front.
What's it say?
The red stamp that marks the patient as a deceased.
She starts doing like breathing exercises and then like nudges the crowbar edge to like flip it open.
You use the crowbar to open up the file.
Yes.
Okay. So it flips open. and you see your entire medical history. But instead of your pediatrician and your GP and your sports medicine doctor, it is all the same doctor's name. Dr. Payne.
Nope, we're done here. We have a key. Let's just go. We're done here. Also, this is definitely a HIPAA violation.
It's the wrong key. I want it to be the right key too, but it's the wrong key.
Jordan, while this is going on, you find a file. It's your file. With your real name on it.
Wait, me?
Yeah.
Oh, hi. I thought you were talking. Okay.
Nope. You find your file because your number came up next with your real name on it.
Cool. We passed by that. Not even touching it. Not paying any attention to it. Nope.
Uh-huh.
Nope.
I should also mention that it also has a red stamp on the front.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. We're going to continue focusing on Emma.
Hey, Orion, you find a file.
Oh boy, is it mine?
It is yours. Oh my goodness.
Super awesome. Does it have a red stamp too?
It does have a red stamp.
Awesome. I open it.
Yep. It's yours.
I just pick it up and go, see, hernia.
But instead of your normal doctors, the doctor has changed. Dr. Fear.
I don't know this guy.
I don't know my doctor either. It's Dr. Payne.
Mine's Dr. Fear. Anybody got
Sounds
Dr.
like a
Sleep?
Awful rock band.
Oh, Mike.
Mm-hmm. He like sighs and turns around and just kind of like looks for the nearest spot where a file is going to be.
Uh-huh.
Having accepted the dream logic of this place probably a little bit too well.
Mm-hmm.
Is his stamped as deceased?
Oh, it super is.
Okay. And he just picks it up, waves it in that, like, got the paperwork sort of DMV wave, and opens it up. Most interested in the doctor's name currently?
Dr. Carter, which was the name of the doctor at the penitentiary where you were.
Yeah. Ooh. Don't like that.
Dr. Agony? Dr. Void?
No.
Dr.
A real doctor.
How come he gets a real doctor?
Because he was a son of a bitch.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look in the filing cabinet.
Okay. What are you looking for?
I'm gonna see if there's a Dr. Payne in there.
There is not a Dr. Payne in there, but you do find a slip of paper that doesn't seem to belong there. Access to morgue temporarily blocked. Must access through hallway connected to VIP ward.
All right.
She'll turn around and read it aloud.
Cool. So,
yeah, I mean, like, are we going to do the thing where we pretend that we're going to be able to do anything else, or are we
just going to the VIP ward?
I mean, they're telling us exactly where to go, so hey.
Yeah, but it's making me honestly, it's making me a little fucking bratty. Like, I don't like being told what to do this much.
Just an
That's been a-
idea. Maybe we take the vents?
No.
This isn't Die Hard.
You
Vents-
know, it's not the worst idea.
Most vents don't
It is
actually
the
hold
worst idea.
people.
Need I remind you, this place is poorly ventilated. As in, the vents aren't good.
Most
Exactly.
vents can't actually hold people. They fall. They collapse really easily.
And I'm pretty sure these are full of black mold and mushrooms.
Hmm.
So probably not.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna want to people house. Oh,
I mean,
my
nothing's
God, I hate
chased
this
us
so
yet.
much.
Oh.
So
Yet.
yet.
Yet. Yeah.
That's because you guys haven't lost sanity yet.
Okay. Look, I don't like this. I don't like any of this. I'm frankly mad as hell about it. But I also
We're not going
we're
to be able
just
to
gonna
get
have
through
to
this
go to the
until we do it.
wherever they tell us. I'm saving all of my bad attitude for whenever what's its name from beyond the what's its place asks us to let it out.
Yeah. Reserve
Makes
all your
sense.
brightness for that.
Yeah, just store it up.
So VIP.
VIP.
So you guys walk out of the records room into the hallway, and things are a little different in the hallway. There are now wheelchairs and gurneys, not blocking your path, but making it difficult to walk down it without having to maneuver around.
Do you feel like pushing through this, or are we just gonna over?
I mean, if they're all next to each other, then they shouldn't move. But I feel like it'll fall
How do
apart.
we feel
too.
about setting them all on fire and just waiting for them to all burn?
You're really into that right now.
You
We're
do
kind of
have the
stuck in here.
you do have the dynamite.
We're kind of stuck in here with it.
Yeah, we're not gonna get out.
It's gonna kind of like
This is
my
a
foot
sanitarium. They have sprinklers, yo.
it's gonna
Yeah,
put my foot
you-
forward and just nudge the wheelchair line.
So as you get closer to them, you notice that there's something moving on the seat of the wheelchair.
Oh, don't like that.
What is it?
It's a pile of maggots.
It's bugs.
She screams at the top of her lungs.
Yeah. What kind of bugs?
It
Not
doesn't
fully
matter what
formed.
kind of bugs. They're bugs. Ew. Okay, we set it on fire now. Give me the dynamite.
They're
No.
pre-bugs, like maggots.
Oh,
Oh, that's even worse.
I'm gonna just nudge the wheelchair. My
It
foot.
gives a horrifying shriek as it moves backwards.
The shriek, does it sound human or does it sound like mechanical wheelchair noise?
It sounds human.
Nope. We're setting this place on fire. Dynamite.
Do we want to make sanity rolls for this?
Fuck
Yeah. I think the chair screaming like a human is probably.
yeah,
know-
that part.
You know, why not? Yeah.
Try
Deserve-
try very hard not to lose sanity.
You know.
Just as a note.
You can't tell me what to
Well-
do.
Well, I did. So there.
Oh, you lost sanity?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Do you want me to roll a luck check for you, or do you want the penalty for losing sanity in a sanatorium?
I want the penalty.
Okay. So let me just get everyone else's rolls
Okay.
first.
My luck has finally run out.
Okay, you lost sanity too. Okay, well first
I
off.
rolled a 99.
Oh, okay, lovely. All right, so first off, Zach, I need you to roll me your brains to
Okay.
figure out how much sanity you have lost.
5.
You've lost
Do I
5.
do I add the +1?
No, this is
And
just
4.
this. Yeah. Okay, so then 4. You've lost 4 sanity. So you're at what? 79 now.
Yep.
Mallory, roll me your brains to let me know how much sanity you have lost. You are currently at 99. You've lost 4. So you're at what, 95? Did anyone else fail their sanity roll?
Yep.
Lovely. Ben, make me your brains roll to figure out how much sanity you've lost.
All of it. I got a 6.
So you only lost 6 points.
No, I've only got a D8 for brain, so I've got an upper limit for the amount of trauma.
That's okay. So you're at 83. Okay. Well, yeah. So you hear a crackle come across an intercom that you didn't know was there in the first place. And you hear a voice. Patients in critical condition. Emergency surgery required. Please make your way to the operating theater, or someone will guide your way there.
The operating theater.
We just came there from there.
Let's just
We
go.
have to go
Let's
to
just
the
go.
operating theater.
Fuck it. Let's jump over. She starts acrobating, flipping shit like over all the shit.
So you're going to the operating theater?
Yeah,
That's the direction we were going.
That's back the way you came. You were on your way to the VIP patient room. You were being beckoned to the operating theater for an emergency procedure because you lost sanity.
Do we want to go have an emergency procedure? I don't want to have an emergency procedure.
Probably
Yeah, I
not.
don't.
So, yeah,
I
forward.
don't want an emergency procedure.
No,
I want to get to the next room.
Yeah, I want to.
Okay, so-
I want to move. I'm actually just gonna like shove the wheelchair like sideways, not back further for squeaking wheels, just over, just to clear path.
So not an alarm bell, but like the ringing of a school bell kind of alarm bell goes off. And the voice comes over the crackling intercom again. Patients uncooperative.
Yeah.
Yes.
Security deployed.
No.
Faster.
I'm just gonna like start stepping over the wheelchairs now. I'm just like pushing it out of the way and just like my feet and just over. Come on.
Hey Mike, how we feeling? You got a face going on.
Yeah, he's actually feeling a little combative.
You want to do some fight rolls to fight off this security team that's coming in?
No, not yet, but he has drawn the gun.
Uh-huh.
And he's trying to guess which way security is coming from. So he's following them as like Orion snow plows a path, and he's like looking around trying to hear the skittering of feet or whatever impending noise is about to happen.
Go ahead and make me a brains roll. I'll say difficulty 5.
Oh, well. I rolled a 4, and I can spend an adversity token to dial that up 1, right?
You can indeed.
Okay, so that takes me from 4 to 3 adversity. All right.
So yes, you hit it, and you turn around almost reflexively to see if anything is chasing you, and you see this is the first time you've ever seen something chasing you. And there's 3 figures. They look like they are made of black smoke. You can see all of the limbs articulated as they're moving towards you, moving the wheelchairs and the gurneys out of the way effortlessly. But they look at least solid enough to have a hit landed on them.
Yeah, recognizing that maybe running away is the smarter idea, Mike is still gonna raise the gun and take a couple of shots.
All right. So go ahead and make me a series of 3 fight rolls. Give me a 6 on each.
Ooh.
You're rolling a d10.
Yeah. Okay. I got a 9 and 2 4s. So.
Okay. Well, you have 3 adversity tokens. So do you want to
I can turn a 4 into a 6.
You can turn a 4 into a 6. So that means you will miss 1.
I accept that.
Okay. Okay. So you hit 2 of the shadowy figures and they dissipate. But there is 1 left and it is coming after you. I'm going to roll a luck check on my d20 to see if you guys make it into the VIP ward before the smoke security gets to you. Do you guys want high or low?
Low.
No.
Low. 16.
Perfectly low.
So, of the 3 who lost sanity, who wants to be the one that this one's targeting?
Why not me?
Okay. So, yeah, Orion, this is your dedicated security shadow. It's coming towards you. How do you react?
Shove a wheelchair at it.
Okay. Make me a fight roll. Make me that attack roll. You were rolling a d12. Give me a 7.
How about an 8?
Yep, you get it. So it falls to the ground. It does not dissipate immediately, but it looks like it's slowly deforming.
I'm just stomping on it until it dissipates.
Oh, okay. That works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get out. Wait.
So security team's gone.
Oh, keep going before they send anyone else.
Do they full spooky ghost poof? Or is there
Yes.
stuff on the ground? Okay.
No, they were made of smoke, so there's no asher or material things to fall on the floor.
Okay.
I'm tired of things coming at us.
Yeah.
Okay, VIP.
Yeah.
No emergency procedure.
Emergency procedure.
No disassemble.
No trepanation. Oops. So you go into the VIP ward, and this looks to be probably the nicest area, being the VIP ward. There are rows, not tight rows, but just rows of what look to be reasonably sterile metal framed hospital beds. There are thin, almost gossamer white curtains that are slightly moth-eaten, hanging in between each bed. There are wide windows that pale moonlight is filtering through, and you can see like the dust flecks in the air passing through it, looking kind of like firebugs, like lightning bugs. And every so often, even though this room, like all the others, is poorly ventilated, every so often the curtains move in such a way that it looks like someone is passing by them, and shadows seem as if they are walking around.
Made it.
This almost feels benevolently haunted.
I hate this.
This one's like the nice room.
Yeah.
Probably because it's the VIP room.
People died nicer.
They had better taken care of.
Yeah, but they don't give you, I don't know, you don't get a privilege unless it's a trade.
Money is usually a good trade.
Orion, as you all are talking, you see what looks to be a figure sitting up in one of the beds and turning to look at you guys as if you're being too loud.
Sorry. People are resting. Keep our voices down.
Right, what?
I'm trying not to draw more attention.
None of you see it.
From what?
In your head,
Fucking everything.
like everything else here.
Yeah, but I don't want it coming out of my head and then coming at me again.
Fair. So, key.
Key. Probably not here. So probably next room.
Well, we have to go to... Where are we going? Through the VIP room to another place.
There's the electrical room. There was the morgue. There's a handful of options.
It was the morgue.
Sure. Let's go to the dead bodies.
Yeah.
So as you walk through this room, you don't smell the same antiseptic floral scent, but you do smell flowers. But they are flowers on the edge of death. So it's that like sickly saccharine kind of scent of dying flowers. And as you walk through, heading towards the back of the room, you see that there is a little sign by a door that says temporary pathway to morgue. And as you get closer, a shadow passes across the moon.
Anyone else saw that?
Dynamite? Dynamite?
I don't
She's, like,
think
ready
I
for
can
crowbar.
dynamite the moon.
Hmm.
I feel like I watched that James Bond movie, though.
Yeah, but they were like on the moon.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we can't deal with that, so... Dead bodies?
Yeah, dead bodies. That's much more workable.
We can do something about dead bodies. We can't do something about that.
Probably, yeah. Sure. Sure.
Opens the door.
So you step into what I can only describe as a death chute. It is a long, sloping hallway leading down one way and up towards another. I won't make you roll for this. I will say you get the idea that the sloping down is leading the bodies away from something, so you need to go up to get to the morgue.
I'll point down and go, furnace? Morgue? Probably?
Yeah.
Most likely, yeah.
I mean, it's the furnace or the fucking cafeteria. Either way, I don't want to go.
It's a terrible place for a cafeteria.
Dynamite? Dynamite. Give me the dynamite.
I think we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves with the dynamite. I think we have several options before dynamite.
Do we really, though?
Arguably.
Now, if something
No.
like tries to crawl up from under, then dynamite.
Sure.
Then
Yeah,
we're
that makes
cool.
sense. Unless we can put a bullet in it, but yeah.
That agreeable?
Yeah.
Another
Monster
kill.
shows up. Chucking its mouth.
Perfect.
Cool. Up.
Up.
So you go up the death chute. The walls are bare concrete and dirt, and there are parts of it that are covered with plastic sheathing that are dirtied, not with blood, but with dirt and grime and just age, and they are torn from something. And your path is lit, but it's you know, in those mine shafts where it's like those like bare bulbs that are just like strung along, that's what your path is lit by. And you make your way up and you get to the door of the morgue. I'm assuming you all go into the morgue.
Is there another option?
No.
Then we're going into the morgue.
Okay. So the morgue is
Looks like this.
it looks like that, but less green, actually. It is this beige and white area with almost like a blue hint to it from the lighting above. This is the only place that you can see that has like halogen lighting above. But there is a wall of body lockers, and there is an autopsy table in the middle of it. The autopsy table is surprisingly clean. Two of the doors are open in the body locker wall. But one of the closed doors has something smudged on it in red.
Show of
Like you
hands
do.
if you think we're going to have to open up a body to get a key.
I don't want to.
Show of hands if you think it's going to be somebody that someone here knows.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised we got out of the operating room that easily. Like
I'm surprised that this table is clean.
Well, because no one's been cut open on it yet.
I guess we got to pull someone out and do the thingy. Are there tools?
There are tools. They are neatly aligned on a sort of one of those like rolly tray things. Clearly, I'm a medical person.
Mm-hmm. You want to do the one that has the suspicious red smudge on it first?
Sure, let's commit.
Yeah.
Let's do the damn thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
Emma, you down?
No. But if somebody gives me dynamite, I might be willing.
You're
just
already
keep-
stuck here with us, so.
Will it just make you feel better?
Yeah.
Okay. I hand her the dynamite and nothing to light it with.
She puts it in her backpack.
We're going to regret that later.
How you feeling, Mike?
Out of control. As in absent of control.
Uh-huh. Okay, cool.
Door.
Door.
Open.
So the red smudge, 5 guesses what it is.
Jam.
Ketchup.
A bloody handprint.
Okay, there we go.
But there is no name on the little card, but there is the symbol of the key.
Ta-da.
Cool. So, ready for this?
Mystery guest, enter and sign in, please. And I'll just open the door.
There's no body on the slab.
That's a problem.
Huh.
Is there any more blood inside of this slab?
Nope.
Anything in the slab?
Glance
Not on
like
the
inside.
So as you look on the inside, do any of you have some sort of lighting, like a
I do.
flashlight? Okay.
I have the UV light.
So I will say that Orion takes out the UV light and like tries to do some investigative bullshit, and you see hanging on the wall, not on the slab, but on the wall at the very back of the body locker, is the key.
So who wants to go in there? Because it's back there.
It's kind of
It's
small.
all the way back there.
What?
Key is on the wall.
That fits bodies, so it is plenty big for any of you, Emma. No.
You want to play paper, rock, scissors for it?
I'm not claustrophobic. I can do it. Just hold the door open.
That I can do.
Hold your ankles so you don't get pulled by whatever pops up at the other end of that.
Do a combination of all of those things.
Got you.
I'll just pull.
Do you want the
together.
dynamite just in case you want to blow yourself up in there?
You know what? Actually, yes, I do.
He hands the dynamite back.
Great. This was a wonderful circular exchange. Let's put the dynamite in my bag.
Please don't blow yourself up.
I'm getting
inside
it back
there.
after you come out alive.
Actually, how about you get your crowbar and just get it somewhere so if it tries to shut, it won't be able to lock.
Pull the slab out.
So she'll do that, but she'll put it in a way where her hands are on it so that she can take it if she needs it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll pull the slab out and just hoist myself up onto it. And
So who's gonna shove? Well, here's the question: are you? I can't believe I'm asking this. Are you on the body slab with your feet facing towards the back, or your head facing towards the back?
I'm facing it so my arms can easily reach a key.
Okay, just making sure.
It's a worthwhile question, but yeah.
Because that's gonna have to do some.
I mean, I can do it. I
don't know what some acrobatics rolls would be in the Kids on Broom system, but you'd have to make them if you were
I think
facing
at
the
that
wrong
point
way.
you have to roll for like yoga.
I'm gonna call it grit.
Right. Roll your bendiness.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Head in like a body.
Okay. Cool. So who is pushing Orion in?
The one who can push.
Question: do we have to actually close the door, or can he climb?
No, I'm asking you to please do not close the door. Just push
Yeah.
the slab in.
I mean, can you just also climb in?
I'm on the slab so that you can push me back so I can then reach it and you can pull me back.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's the intended plan here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go on and
So,
put me in.
gentlemen,
Holding on to his ankles.
great. So as soon as Orion is fully sheathed in the body locker, everyone is forcibly shoved back and the door closes.
You know,
What happens to my crowbar?
It's still in your hands.
Of course it is.
I just reach and snatch the key off the wall.
Uh-huh. In the body locker, no one else but Orion hears this, but in the body locker, you hear almost inside your brain, not in your ear, but inside your brain, I see you.
Start rummaging around inside my bag. Huh?
I'm gonna go run and shove the crowbar in and try and get him out.
You can just
Yeah.
open the door. It's not locked.
Oh, I do that then.
Okay. So you open the door. Orion, make me a sanity roll.
Okie dokie.
You are trapped inside a body locker.
I rolled below.
Okay, so again, this fucking sucks, but you are not psychically damaged.
I'm pulling my like little handheld parabolic mic that I have out, and I'm just like turning it on for like loud fucking feedback in this thing.
Oh shit.
Yep.
In that tiny space.
Yep. I know it's gonna hurt my ears, but it's also gonna shut them up.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So I will say you turn it on before the door opens.
Mm.
So you guys, Emma opens the door, and you're just hit by just this awful electronic sound.
What the fuck is this shit?
Turn it off once the door is open. They were talking to me and I didn't want to listen.
So you murdered their ears with computer chips?
Yeah.
I mean, okay. It works. It worked.
I have such a headache right now.
Join the club. I was in here.
He's still in there. You haven't pulled him out yet.
Just like hands on wall, just pushing out bit by bit.
Pull him out.
Clearly, your little like music box toy is like a thing that you listen to regularly, so you're probably immune to it.
It's intended to be a microphone, not a feedback machine.
Key.
What?
Thank you.
We're done here.
We're done here.
Question. How are we going to get out without getting escorted back to the operating room?
Well, we've achieved the mission, and typically we get to walk out when we achieve the mission, plus or minus a little bit of annoyance.
Mm-hmm.
So my plan is to walk out, and then if we can't, just run.
She like holds up the crowbar again.
Yep. Good plan. So let's shoot.
Well, this is all the keys, I think.
It is. In fact, on the card on the key is a moon.
Yep, that's the last of the symbols. Okay. So now we go back to the hotel and wait for them to tell us where we're supposed to bring all the keys to unleash unspeakable evil onto the world and seal it shut.
And then
Hi.
we dynamite.
Then we dynamite.
Then the dynamite.
Yeah, I don't want to unleash unspeakable evil onto the world.
No.
I know, I'm like a vapid bitch, but like, don't actually want to.
Still have morals, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna hop off of the slab and just walk towards the door.
Yeah, can we go now?
Yes, you are able to take honestly, you could take the death chute out of it here. It doesn't lead to a furnace. It leads somewhere else.
We don't know that.
True, fair. But yeah, you go back into the main area of the hospital, sanatorium, whatever you want to fucking call it. The wheelchairs and the gurneys are no longer there.
On script.
So you are able to exit the building and make your way back to the hotel.
Go in and just immediately go to like one of the tables and just open the book and lay the keys out and just start like arranging them in the various orders that it says. Just keep getting a sense of it.
Mike, in what is starting to feel like a tradition, goes and gets whatever food is around and booze.
So you go to the kitchen and something is different.
Cool.
It hasn't been replenished from the last you took from it.
Cool. Recognizing that unlike Ben, Mike probably has only the loosest grasp on food safety. What does never allowed to work in the cafeteria Mike think about the food that's here? Like, does this look okay to him, or is he now like...
No, the food is still safe to eat. It's more like when you were here before, it looked like it had unending quantities.
Yes.
So when you took things out, you left and you came back in, like it was immediately replaced. It's no longer doing that.
Yep. Which means we're no longer worth the effort. Because one way or the other, this will be done soon.
Yeah, we're at the end now.
So Mike makes an absolute point of like getting what passes for whatever a balanced meal is, and then just like looks for desserts, like pastries, ice cream, like one of those number 10 cans of pudding, like whatever is there.
Yeah, I'll say you find a reasonable amount of sweets and desserts.
Yeah, it's like two trips. Like one trip is food, the next trip is sugar.
So you all have dessert now.
Celebration?
I mean, it looks like it has sugar and carbs.
You know, I've been vehemently against eating anything here, but at this point, hell with it.
If
I'll
the
take a
calories
nice
in this
salad.
dessert, if we are around long enough for the calories in this dessert to matter, I will pay for the gym membership you need to run it off.
Do you have any idea the work I put my body through to be this physically adept at my craft?
Yes, and I'm saying if we're alive in 2 days, then I'll worry about simple carbohydrates.
She just sits there and like drinks her celebration.
How to get her carbs through her vodka.
It's very low carb.
Yep.
Find anything fun, Orion?
What?
Find anything fun? Or it's all the same?
It's all the same. This order is what opens up the door, and then shuffled. This order is what closes the door, or at least that's my interpretation of it. The first way is the way that we probably don't want to do, and the second way is the way that we probably do want to do. Unless it's taking us to like the front of this entire place, in which case we probably do want to open it so we can leave. But if we're going like into some ritual layer and like plugging these into a wall, then we don't want to do the first way.
You just brought that to mind. So what if the only way we can get out is if we let it out?
Dynamite.
Right the fuck on. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
Can I light it?
Yes. Yes,
Yes.
you can.
yeah.
That's not a life experience I need.
Mm-hmm.
So excited right now.
Yeah, fuck this place. For real. Just fuck it. It's, whatever.
How's the mold doing?
It's in our room.
Mold hasn't changed
Yeah.
that you can tell.
The same. So, maybe it's not feeding the weird hallucination that we're going through anymore.
When we came back, was there anything in the mailbox this time? No? It has.
Does the book specify anything about where we were supposed to do this ritual thing? Okay, well.
And I will harken back to one of the earlier episodes when Mike and Emma heard the radio. And the voice on the radio said the clues had stopped coming.
You're gonna have to figure out where to do this.
Well, it's either so obvious.
I have a terrible idea.
What's the terrible idea?
What if the creepy guy that blew his brain out was like the last person that this thing tried to convince to like raise it? Remember, he was like the creepy occulty bullshit.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's where we're supposed to do it.
Yeah, that underground place, I feel like we weren't done there. I felt like there was more going on there, you know what I mean?
Maybe. I want to see something first, though.
Okay.
I just take all of the keys and I go upstairs to the room that Michael was previously in.
Okay.
Almost.
And just open the door to see if there's anything at all in here.
There is not, in the sense that you are greeted with the same sight that Mike was, and that there was an empty void in front of you, except for that small Juliet balcony semicircle of normal floor.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to look at it, and then I'm going to, like fish like one of my battery packs out and just toss it in and just watch/listen.
It's gone. You don't hear a clatter, but it's gone.
They're probably not down there. Okay, well, worth a shot. He said really obvious, so I thought maybe it was literally above us the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fair.
I get that. You guys go back into your room, and the battery pack is on the coffee table.
Oh. Well, that's not the worst place it could have ended up, I guess.
Okay.
I want to go home.
Same, but we have to mess with keys to get home.
What do we have to put the keys into? Does it say that?
No, it doesn't. It's just gives me an
Probably
order.
a dead body.
It gives me an order for each, but it doesn't give me a location. We have to find the location.
Or like a thing,
I mean,
an object.
it doesn't even particularly specify that. It's just this is what the keys do. I assume the keys go into locks, but where are said locks?
Do I know or recall if there was any key-shaped things on the center fountain that was in the square?
Nope.
Okay.
Does it tell you to put the keys in separate locks, or does it just give you an order?
It just gives me an order.
I wonder if it's the same keyhole. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, that kind of thing.
Possibly.
But if we're trying that, we'll be here for a while.
Oh, I have an idea.
Sure.
The keys, because remember, this whole thing has just been basically a fucking edgelord trying to murder us all.
Sure.
Keys are just there to throw us off. They don't actually go in the lock.
What do they do then?
We've collected them all. They just exist and we win.
You want to try to walk out with them then?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, you could try the fog.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna order the keys into the like holding them like top to bottom in the like don't unleash evil order. No, like the order that I've narrowed down is probably like don't unlock evil. Okay, great. Now they're in the hopefully good order. We can try to go.
Like, just go to the main gate and
Why
just
not?
try.
Why not? Worst case, we can't go there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe it goes into the gate.
Yeah, you leave the hotel, you go to the gate. The gate is open. The gate, I don't recall ever shutting. I'll say that you find a scroll shoved between the bars. So I was gonna hold on to this for later, but fuck y'all.
Sure.
Go and take the scroll.
So it is a very badly drawn map to what looks like the docks.
Hey, we have instructions. Well, we have a map. The same type of weird, like, single line map that's really not helpful whatsoever, but the docks.
Good.
Okay.
Well, good call, Emma, because this thing doesn't like us not playing the game. So,
You know, it is very wet. This makes sense. And tentacle thing. So yes,
sure.
the docks, water.
Yeah, no, this works out. We don't play the game, it makes us play the game.
I will say for cruise directing sake, you don't go right away. You guys go to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Just right there on the spot.
Yeah, right there on the spot. No, you guys go back to your hotel rooms and you go to sleep. And because his number came up on the dice roll, in the what passes for as morning comes around, Mike.
Yes.
You feel something dripping on your forehead.
Mike lets everyone know that there is a problem with a blistering stream of obscenities. But not the angry kind, but that like, what the fuck is going on kind of obscenities, like I got woke up bad and now I'm just gonna swear until my brain finishes turning on. And yeah, he scoots and tumbles and falls probably out of the bed, and then, you know, wiping his forehead off and staring up at the same time.
Yeah. So is everyone awake at this point because of the obscenities? Yes. So as you all come to, and you're looking up at the ceiling, there is a thin layer of dark green, viscous goo covering the ceiling.
The fuck is this?
Bathroom turns on the water, looks for a towel to try to get this oobleck off.
So water doesn't come out.
More slime?
More slime.
She grabs her blanket and puts it over her head.
So remember when I said that your save point would only be safe for so long?
Mm-hmm. Here we are.
The mold grew.
It grew something.
Yep.
I think it had sex and made a lot more mold babies.
I think this is our cue to go.
So as you're talking, as you say that, 3 points begin to start on the goose ceiling. And then they drop slowly down.
This is our cue to go.
Yes, nah, we're gone.
Mm-hmm,
Not even waiting for it.
And they are blocking your exit.
Take
And
out the dynamite.
These blobs seem to be looking at you.
Take out the dynamite and just hold it up at them.
And that's where we're going to end today's episode.
I'm against this.
Don't care.
Return it.
Return to sender.
Don't want it.
So what's going to happen to our lovely friends?